Battle of the Coral Sea became the first serious test for the Japanese aircraft carrier navy, as it was the case when Japanese aircraft carriers met American ones. And the Japanese undoubtedly called this battle their victory. They considered 2 aircraft carriers of the enemy to be probably destroyed. However, after the attack, the covering forces had 2 little planes left, so they had to postpone the landing on Port Moresby itself for an uncertain period of time. However, Tulagi Island was occupied, which strengthened the position of the Japanese on the Solomon Islands. The seizure of Port Moresby was considered an army operation, and the Navy was preparing another operation at the same time aimed at luring and destroying the rest of the American aircraft carriers. Now, after the Battle of the Coral Sea, the Americans were likely to have fewer aircraft carriers left, which made fulfillment of this task easier. Seizure of a military base on the Midway atoll was to become a bait for the Americans. The Japanese reckoned that the enemy could not allow the loss of this strategic point and would surely answer the challenge, where there would be an armada of aircraft carriers and battleships waiting for the enemy. At the same time, the Navy was conducting an operation of landing on the Aleutian Islands, which were to become another pivot in the war against the Allies, which Japan was waging on many fronts simultaneously. In early June 1942, a huge Japanese fleet comprising over 70 ships and 4 aircraft carriers, Hiryu, Kaga, Soryu, Akagi, moved out towards the Midway atoll.
You heard that right, it's Midway today. Try and get through all 3 missions. We start here in the A6M2, which I believe will most likely be the plane we use for most of the missions here in this
military
campaign.
Base at the end of the Hawaiian island chain, a vital outpost for the U.S. naval forces. 1st Carrier Striking Force and Midway Invasion Force approximately 300 miles out, approaching Midway from the northeast and the southeast. Early morning that day, 1st Carrier Striking Force, under the command of Vice Admiral Nagumo Chuichi, begins the first phase of operation, airstrike on Midway Atoll Base.
We have a mission in the B5N2 as well. At the end of the here we got 2 missions flying the A6M2, Mitsubishi A6M2. See, there is our rally point there. Keep it. We have liftoff, gear is up, flaps. No, not landing. Did I not put them down? Carriers and whatnot are already firing. Either that or one of my friendly aircraft has gone down, which I only see one there. So that's what's happening. There is D3A1 having taken off of Soryu, I believe. I think we took off of Akagi. This is a bomber escort mission, as is the next one, I believe. June 4th, 1942, 1st Carrier Striking Force. We are 30 miles away from the Midway Atoll.
Hold above formation of bombers. Be ready to intercept the enemy fighters.
Hold above formation of bombers, alright. I shall try and throttle off if my controller isn't going to be dodgy. Keep a lookout here for enemy aircraft, of course. I have no idea where the enemy fighters are. Oh no, I see them now. I turned the wrong way. Although perhaps not. Oh, he's turned off there. Oh, I'm being hit by something here. Got a hit there. Rotate round on this one here. Hit. They look like F2As, judging by the fact they've got slightly curved wings at the end. He's got some tail damage. Up through the formation, try and rotate back around. We've lost 3 B5s. Smoky aircraft, middle of formation there. That's my target. Something fall off his plane. Another smoky aircraft. I've also possibly just downed our friendly. What the hell? Gunfire there. Oh yeah, try and rotate round on this one. Oh, contact. Bit of rudder trim might be needed. I really need to stop zooming in my camera because it really doesn't help. Or it helps with aiming a bit sometimes. It's from that Brewster. He's definitely an F4S. I'm pretty sure they're Brewster F2As. Bobcat, I believe. Question mark. Engage light units on the ground. On which? There. This. The small landmass? Sure. Roll back. Let's attack this buildings here. Cannons are out of ammo. I'm just going to back off. Try not to get hit by anti-air as well. And we're going to duck down to lower altitude here. Try to avoid a lot of the AA. Try and go back in for a striking run here. We're taking down some light AA. Pretty sure there's some heavy AA here as well. It's flat. Going to fall back up with the enemy here. Not the enemy, the bombers. Right back to the carrier fleet. Where's our rendezvous then? I think I just need to pick a direction and fly in it. We still have unfriendly aircraft. Two friendlies. I didn't lose a single one of my squad mates. All three of them are there. It's like the rendezvous behind us. Oh, there we go. Flown back to the carrier fleet by flying approximately 3 miles. I do like these little cinematics, so they're very nice, especially now that War Thunder is upgraded to the Dragger engine. Before it used to run on the same engine that
We have destroyed weapon caches on the island, but the runway was not coming. We need to attack again.
the same engine that Birds of Steel used to run on. Which was, of course, game on the PS3. If you ever get a chance to play it, I highly suggest you do it. It's quite a good game.
I saw the bombs released over Sand Island. and then had to hug the ground as 6 planes released their bombs over the eastern island, and they landed close to my position. The dive bombers came out of the sun a few minutes later. They appeared to be Aichi 99s. The Zeros came in strafing immediately afterward. I saw 2 Brewsters trying to fight the Zeros. One was shot down and the other was saved by ground fire covering his tail. Both looked like they were tied to a string, while the Zeros made passes at them. Statement of Second Lieutenant Charles S. Hughes, USMCR, June 4, 1942.
US Marine Corps. Nice. End of that mission. We go in, I believe, for an attack on the runway now. So that could be fun. I think it's more of the same though. Would that your premium account has expired? No. First carrier fleet. Oh no, this. Right. We're defending the carriers from bombers again. Now, originally,
9 fighters from Kaga provided the fleet with air support. Their number was increased after a B-17 attack, originating from Midway. The Japanese launched the fighters that were supposed to cover the bombers during the second attack on the island.
I was about to say, in reality, a fleet of B-17s ended up attacking the carrier fleet from the Midway atoll. You can see there. They missed all the carriers because of Japanese evasion techniques, which included spotting the aircraft and moving them. Take off and join the defense screening force. Take off flaps active. Plane rotates left on takeoff, so I hold a bit of right rudder and wet. Back off throttle, floor up. Hopefully it's not B-17s we're taking on here. We have instantly joined the screening force.
We won't be able to catch up with them. What kind of planes were those? They look like T-17 from Midway.
Yes, there we are. I do believe we are.
I think so. Otherwise, they wouldn't have ordered us to take off.
I don't know if we'll be taking on the B-17s.
I see a group of enemy bombers to the south at 6,500 feet. Now, it's our turn. Moving into intercept.
There they are. Fly over them. Try and commit to a boom and zoom. If it's a B-17, this could go very wrong if I come down behind it. Of course, they do have glass fronts. They don't look like B-17s. They look like TBS. Right. Going vertical. Oh yeah, they're SPDs. destroyed. We should go vertical once more. Back off the throttle. Dive out of the formation there. Still have control to the tail, still have rudder, almost. Roll has been reduced. I'm going to turn in for another attack. Hopefully it takes about 10 seconds to get to them, that way the cannons will have reloaded. Put a bit of trim on this. I believe I jammed the machine gun. Bombers are diving. I'm going to dive with them. Wow. It is an awesome. The fact that my frame rate is only dropping the tiniest amount due to the amount of bullets right now is insane. See an aircraft there. Believe it to be a SBD-3 dive bomber, Dauntless. That is flat. That's one thing I like about Japanese World War II carriers. They have a lot of arrestor hooks. Second group is here. I need to try not to die. It'll be I don't have a hole in my wing. Thought I did, but I don't. They are TBS. I can tell from the side profile. Not as dangerous. Only one central mounted turret. Where are they? Hang on. Oh yeah, they are. Hits. Cannons are out of ammo, would die me out. We do also have a fuel leak. Not too serious. We're losing about 2 seconds of fuel every second. It's not sealing though, that is the only problem. So in reality we got about 40 minutes of fuel. They're diving. It's time for me to follow in. And of course I do also have forward facing guns here on the Avengers. Oh, what? What's the scene? 2 kills. That is all with parachutes. I'm unsure if there are even any actual aircraft still alive apart from over there, and they're running. If there is another group, though, I am going to switch aircraft because this one seems to be losing. No, torpedo attack.
Approaching from the southeast at 6,500
Counterattack.
There are too many of them. They can't all be from Midway.
I'm going to switch here. I'm also going to dive. So I said 6,500. I am now in the middle of a cloud. It's the lower bomb group. We'll go head on here. Try and get out of the cloud. Hit. Close but no cigar. Dive out of here. I need to wait until we're out from below this cloud to try and spot the other group. I had my flaps out the entire time. Nice. Right, like that. Go back to Hiroyoshi in the SPD formation. Now we bug out of it. His engine's dead, he's going down. Man, it's still flying. Oh, good shot. One plane left. I might have to try carrier landing.
Preparations for a counter-strike against the enemy had continued on board our 4 carriers throughout the enemy torpedo attacks. One after another, planes were hoisted from the hangar and quickly arranged in the flight deck. There was no time to lose. Order to one when ready. On each flight deck, all planes were in position with engines warming up. They began to turn into the wind. Within 5 minutes, all the planes would be launched. 5 minutes. Who would have dreamed that the tide of battle would shift completely in that brief period? Captain Mitsuo Fuchida, IJN.
That is an insane bit, that. 5 minutes to get all of the planes up on a Akagi's deck for takeoff. That is insane. And now we get to take part in that. In B5N2, I believe we've got torpedoes.
The last wave of bombers was approaching from the west, undetected. Met with no opposition, American bombers were able to drop bombs on 3 carriers. After the U.S. attack, Rear Admiral Abe Hiroki, who took command of the fleet after Akagi was sunk, had one aircraft carrier left at his disposal. Hiroki ordered a counterstrike against the U.S. fleet. The first wave of Japanese dive bombers set one of the enemy aircraft carriers ablaze. Yamaguchi, commander of the aircraft carrier Hiryu, already knew that the U.S. fleet consisted of 3 aircraft carriers. He decided to launch a second strike. Raid leader Lieutenant Tomonoga obeyed without hesitation, although it was a one-way ticket for him. He knew that his airplane would not make it back. His fuel tank was damaged in the attack on Midway earlier that morning.
We counterattack the carrier. We do have torps. Type 91 Mod 3. Leave wooden fins to have it much like the ones that attacked Pearl Harbor. Float pretty damn close to the surface of the water. There is flight lead there. Trying out a bit of trim here. Planes are taking off. We do have quite a large squadron of aircraft here actually. Probably one of the larger that I've seen in the career. Where is my flight leader? There. Hopefully that's not the fighter escort. Oh, there. He's behind us. 2 hours later.
Our first attack left one of the American carriers ablaze. Our mission is to find destroy the rest.
Right, follow squadron leader. Gonna back off to about 60% throttle. Here is our squad of aircraft. We're actually gonna get below squadron leader and go off to his right. There are more planes off to our left? No, we are the furthest now. We have got hits. Flat top is there. It's time to dive down. So start the approach. There is one flat top in that formation. Type 91 needs to be launched below 200 miles an hour, so we're begin makeshift Sarajevo approach here, using the rudder to slow the aircraft down. Which doesn't seem to be moving, so it's a stationary target.
like we found the second American fleet. Launch the attack.
I'm going for the carrier. Don't know about the range on this Type 91. Going to drop now. Bug out. Completely. Second hit on the carrier. Drop now. Carrier is there. Back off the throttle. Get below 200 feet. Sumimasen, motherfucker. I'm gonna try and get in a bit closer with this one. Try to slow her down below 200. Final one. Another hit. Don't know how damaged the enemy carrier is. Hit. Go for a hit on the stern, we'll fly over. That was a bad idea. Plane is not out of torpedoes. Don't lie. Bring the plane back off the throttle. Torp is out. Laptop isn't even smoky in the slightest bit here, but she is listing. Drop another one, good measure. Kiyoshi Hiroyoshi Nishisawa didn't make it, sadly. Carrier is sank, so we should actually end up hitting the battleship or destroyer, whatever it is, with the back of the formation with that torque. Our rendezvous point is westbound. His gun is jammed. No idea where my friendly aircraft are. Down, down, not down, not down, not down. So we should have 4 aircraft fleet it. Samanoga went down. So next episode will be the last one in the series, and for that I shall attempt and carry a landing here. Plane just went down there. Which way is carrier facing? Right, so I'm facing front ways. Let's drop the torp. Drop the combat flaps, just slow us down. Landing flaps. Get 60. Why not? 100% throttle. Just for now. Try and get a bit further past. Roll in. Drop torque, it should drown from this height. A landing is a landing. Boys, it don't matter.
The first torpedo appeared to pass under the Hammond in the vicinity of Flight Number 2 and exploded against the side of the Yorktown. The second torpedo struck the Hammond of Fire Room Number 2. This torpedo apparently broke the ship's back, as a pronounced sag was noted in this vicinity. Large quantities of oil, water, and debris were blown high into the air, coming down on both the Hammond and Yorktown. Commander Arnold Ellsworth True, USS Hammond. All power was lost. Steam dropping immediately, and electric power failed completely. The rudder was jammed at about 15 degrees left, and the ship became dead in the water. USS Yorktown. Report of action for June 4, 1942.
that is it for this episode. I thank you for watching, and like and subscribe if you like this sort of content, and goodbye.